Welcome to Newsmakers. My name is Sean Smith. I'm the Assistant Director of Community Relations for Chesterfield County Public Schools. Join us today, Emily McGee. Welcome to you.
Hello.
Now, you have a very unique position to share with us today. You recently had the chance literally to have two graduations almost. Tell us about what you did. Obviously, you're a graduate of James River High School, but also a very other unique graduation. Tell us about that.
I graduated from John Tyler in May, and then this month, a few weeks ago, I graduated from James River. And I just basically got my associate's degree at virtually the same time as my high school degree. I also graduated from high school a year early, so it's challenging.
So, I mean, you're 16 years old, and obviously you took on a kind of a great accomplishment, obviously, at the end, but at the time, it was obviously a lot of work. Tell us how you managed some of those things.
I remember at one point last year, I was taking 11 classes at once because I had 7 high school classes and then 4 college classes outside of that. And it was stressful. I had to give up a lot of my social time, and I wasn't able to hold a part-time job until this year, just because I had so much going on, and school was my part-time job.
Right.
So, or my full-time job. It was stressful most of the time, but I think it was worth it in the end.
Now, obviously, tell us a little bit about what the classes that you were taking at John Tyler versus what you were doing at James River High School at the same time.
I took the normal, regular, high school classes, and then I did a couple of dual and AP classes. I only took one AP class, which was human geography, because it didn't count as much unless you scored a higher grade. So I mostly did dual enrollment classes, and that counted no matter what.
Right.
And then the rest of it was mainly summer and online classes at John Tyler. So.
And then obviously you're clearly very driven. I mean, you're 16 years old and you've already accomplished a lot so far. What would you say really is your motivation and your driving force and some of the accomplishments you already had from the educational front?
I mean, I've always liked school. I didn't necessarily like high school in general, just because the whole environment I just didn't really like. I felt like I needed to be more challenged. So I don't know. I mean, my mom had kind of come up with this plan and suggested it to me when I was 14, just coming out of 8th grade. And I was like, well, sure, why not? I want to go to college. That's just kind of what was in my head.
And as you look, obviously, when you're applying to colleges, you had a lot of opportunities there. Tell us kind of what the process was like, and also tell us a little bit more about kind of what you were looking to study and coming out of the dual enrollment courses into college.
Right. I visited a lot of colleges. I went to James Madison, Mary Washington, Randolph-Macon, and I applied to all those places as well, and definitely VCU. And then kind of just was looking at the majors they had. I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to major in until this past year, which would be fashion merchandising. I just was looking at the environment and the location. I really liked the urban location at VCU, and that's kind of why I chose that, especially for its arts program and its major. But coming out of high school and then going to John Tyler, the dual enrollment versus concurrent enrollment, which is taking classes at John Tyler, is a lot different.
Yeah.
It's I'm with 40-year-olds trying to get a nursing degree when I'm in my biology class, So it's I don't know, I was around a very different crowd.
And as you kind of look towards VCU, I mean, part of it is you're close to home, but VCU is such a great institution, and obviously for fashion merchandising, they have a really good recognition for that too. So I guess, tell us, we have about 30 seconds left, but you're excited, obviously, about going to VCU here.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm excited to move on, get into my major, especially because I won't have to do general education.
Right.
So I'll just jump right into my major.
Well, I know the school division is so proud of you and your accomplishments, as well as your peers and your family, and we look forward to hearing much more about your successes at VCU, and we appreciate you being here with us today.
Thank you.
And thanks to our viewers. Please join us the next time more about Chesterfield County Public Schools.